Okay, I'm gonna be setting everything up for the next few minutes, so it's probably gonna be a little boring for the first 10 minutes, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that I have absolutely no viewers right now to set up. Anyone watching? Nope. By the way, I think if you're watching this, there's a huge delay. Like a really big one. I found out last night when I did a test stream. Anyway, here's how it works. I've got a drawer slide right here. As you can see, it opens and closes like that. So I'm going to be cutting this down, adding a few things to it, so I can make it into a hidden blade. Now, I've already built a prototype for this. Well, actually, it was going to be the final thing, but it just turned out to be a prototype, which is right here. Very, very elegant. Doesn't work because I accidentally epoxied the whole thing shut when I was trying to add the straps to it. A mistake that I will not make again. Anyway, this is the design here. It's time to start building. Just by the way, I did modify someone else's design. I'll put a link in chat right now. 1 second. Okay, anyway. Heavily modified that. So the first step is to actually unscrew this clamp from my prototype. By the way, it is very dangerous in this workshop, so there's tools lying around. For instance, just picked up this chisel from the ground. All right. Actually, I lied. The first step is to dismantle the drawer slide. There. Now, just by the way, the next few minutes is going to be me figuring out how to dismantle the drawer slide, because remembering how to dismantle the drawer slide is always a challenge. Right. So this is going to get a little boring, be warned. How do I do this? I think I'm supposed to open these tabs at the end and remove little bits of it here and there. Okay. I'm so bad at this. Yes, that's what I'm supposed to do next, I think. Why is it so goddamn hard to remember how to do this? Not fucking brute force. Nope, that's not working. Yeah, I told you this would get a little bit boring while I'm opening the whole drawer slide. Let me just move the camera down. There we go. First bit out. Which I then put on top of the washing machine. Next bit comes out like back down to one viewer. To be honest, I'm not really keeping too good of an audience here. There's currently one viewer. I think that's Alex viewing. God fucking damn it. Now I've got 2 viewers. I'm sorry, this will get slightly boring, as I said many times. Yeah, let's watch me disassemble a drawer slide. That's an excellent theme for a live stream, isn't it? There we go. Just pop right off. Ball bearings, which I need to pour in, and I have no viewers. Would you look at that? What? Damn, Windows 8 is just 0 views again. It'll get more exciting, by the way, as I go on. Shit. Poured a load of ball bearings over myself. There you go, save the ball bearings, by the way. Cool. Now, since I have absolutely no viewers right now, I'm sure that people will figure they have better things to do with their time than watch me shout at a screen while disassembling a drawer slide. And to be honest, I agree with you. You do have better things to do with your life. I'm talking to no one right now, by the way, for anyone watching this afterwards. Gotta keep checking those views. This is the most important part, by the way, because these are hard to replace. I have a load of extra bits and bobs of these back there because there's so much of it, but otherwise, no. Now, there are a load of ball bearings that come with these, so you don't need all of them, but I like keep a stash of them. This isn't all ball bearings, there's some screws in it. Right, time to get cutting and stuff. You know, one day I'm going to look back on this live stream and just think, what the fuck was I doing? Then again, I'll probably be a lot better at live streaming by then. This is my first time. Sort of a rite of passage or embarrassing first live stream. Anyway, 10.5 inches, I think. Which time? Oh yes, I promised my friends I'd put on eye protection and shit. Eye and hand protection. Just by the way, yeah, Keenan Gibson, if you're watching this afterwards, I'm wearing goggles. And I'm wearing gloves. By the way, for anyone watching this afterwards, I am genuinely sorry that this is a little boring. It'll get more exciting as I'm going though, because, well, I'm building things. I tend to take my time with them though, and just watch at the end of this live stream or the end of the live stream series. Just watch it not work, because that does tend to happen with my contraptions. They just end up not working. Like the past few hidden blades I've made did not work. Well, they did work, but just not very well. View of my workbench with safety gloves and shit. Use a hacksaw to cut this a little bit off here. I used to use a coping saw, but it wasn't very effective, so my friends insisted that I buy a hacksaw. Gotta be careful to not let your tools fall off the workbench. I really, really should. I really should clear off my workbench, but I don't, because I'm an asshole. Loud bang. Okay. Right, this is the first bit I need. This will provide the main sort of assembly for the drawer slide blade thingy. Now, where's it going? Here it is. So like I said, I'm going to cut this down, slide it in here with the help of ball bearings to keep it in place and keep it sliding. It's going to slide out, and I'm going to set up a little catch right here so that it catches. So I remember needing to cut this into, how much was it again? Into 5 segments. It's 5 of these segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is here. Not even going to bother clamping it down. No, but seriously, like I said, I'm going to look back on this in a couple of years' time when I'm live streaming more often and think, what the fuck was I doing? I'll probably sound really manic in this as well. Got to be careful when cutting this, by the way. Ah, I've already screwed up. Fuck it, I'm using scissors. I've already fucked it up. This may not be good for the rest of the project, but I'll give it a go. I'll see how it works anyway. Scissors. You can use scissors to cut these, by the way, and I have no viewers again. So, yeah. by the way, anyone watching this afterwards, feel free to give me any tips on how to make my live streams less horribly boring, which is why I have no viewers right now. Whatever. Anyway, this is cut into shape now. I can't use a trackpad when I'm wearing gloves. So, yeah. Okay, cool. That was an unimportant notification. Waste of time. And I still have absolutely no viewers. Oh well. This is a very amateurish live stream I'm streaming. To be honest, I'm actually kind of cringing at myself right now for essentially talking to myself while I'm building something, because there's no one watching this. Literally no one. No. Here we go. Now just to check if everything's working, I'm going to put this in my main assembly, which is here. Don't need that. Just by the way, you shouldn't do that when you're actually working, but I am, because I'm doing that to be irresponsible, to make it sort of more funny, which this really isn't. This is a shitty live stream. Like, really shitty, trust me. Nobody's going to watch this for more than 2 minutes. Need to figure out how to make these more interesting. Because even like a millimeter's difference can really mess up the whole thing, because this drawer slide is so precise. I can really fuck something up if I just put anything 1 millimeter out of place. Bear with me. You need to put all these in manually. Expect a lot of time to be taken up in this live stream doing this. I'm going to look at the analytics for this afterwards once this has been out for a while, and just see how few people actually finish the video, because this is such a shit live stream. Oh well. There is nothing interesting going on right now. This will be a good deal of this time, by the way, me just putting ball bearings into things. Hey, no way, I've still got no viewers. That was just me looking through the goggles, which do nothing. I don't think there's anyone in their right mind who would finish this, just by the way. So you can, if you're watching this afterwards, feel free to turn off now. This is probably going to take a while. All right, you're still here. That's good. In which case, continue watching. I'm just saying that to the people afterwards because there's still no one watching this. You know, at my peak, I had 2 viewers on here. Or was it? Yes, 3 viewers. All right, so that's all the ball bearings inserted. Let's see just how horribly this goes. It's not even working. Something always goes wrong with these, without fail. Probably that little one on the end that I fucked up with. It's not even. Ah, fuck. If I have to end this live stream early because I've fucked up so badly with this, I'm gonna be annoyed. Still, it won't be a big of a loss because not many people are watching this. Nobody cares about me. Actually, I take it back. I'm sure a lot of people care about me, but it's just nobody really cares about this live stream. Because it's shit. Right. There we go. Still not working. Okay, I'm gonna now cut the next bit, which is this, which fits in the middle of the assembly, which needs to be around how long now? As long as this, which I'm not sure of the length. But that's the length that works. I did try it out last time. Just watch me being very unprofessional. Okay, there we go. Just from a distance there wearing these goggles, I thought it said 5 viewers, but it actually says 0. Forever alone. If I get up to 5 viewers on this, I will be very, very surprised. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna try to stay more informative and not tell you all how shitty this thing is. Still. So as true to the original Assassin's Creed design, I'm going to be cutting this diagonally because that looks really badass, doesn't it? Yeah. Gloves, like I promised. Gloves, boring. They're boring, but it'll save me from apparently having a finger cut off if the blade explodes. Something. Zero views still. I should do a 5 Nights at Freddy's live stream. Those never fail to amaze. Yeah, I'm one of these days I'll do a 5 Nights at Freddy's live stream. That does never fail, I don't think. I haven't tried it. Seems like the sort of thing that wouldn't. Hey, I've got a viewer. Hello, viewer. You're probably not. Oh, whatever. I said I wouldn't be self-deprecating in this, so I'm going to try to avoid insulting myself and commenting out on how crap this live stream is. But anyway, you're probably getting this from 10 seconds in the past. Hello, first viewer. By the way, this live stream will get more exciting as I go on because right now I'm just cutting stuff. Once I get riveting and everything, it's going to be good. Hey, I've got another viewer. One viewer. So the first viewer who dropped off or something is now back, or it's a new viewer entirely. That's the next piece to cut. So this is the first time the whole assembly is going to be put together. If it doesn't work, I'm going to be so pissed off. Luckily, these drawer slides do come in pairs. So I was originally going to build 2 of them, but that's probably not going to work out. I've already scratched the top of this. Right. There you go. Close enough. It's not perfect, but it works. Okay, as you can see here. Nah, crap. Anyway, you can see that the mechanism does work itself. Does need some, well, some, when I say some, I mean a fuckload of refinement. Oh. One sec, let me just replace that ball bearing. Yep, that's 2 falling out. Hey, I've got 2 viewers now. Hello, second viewer. All right. Now, as you can see, it is working now. Oh. Yeah, this blade's going to be a little bit shorter than I thought it would be. I didn't cut. I'm supposed to have 1 more of these cut. Shit. I'm going to go and cut 1 inch off this. 1 second. 0 viewers. Down to 0. Again. Forever long. Still no one. By the way, feel free to call out any safety violations I'm doing here if you are watching this, which no one is. Still no one. These hacksaw blades, I swear, I mean, mum. You are going to be watching me saw little bits and pieces for some time now, so and not pick them off the ground like I really should. Luckily, I'm invincible because I'm wearing my gloves, just like my friend said. Okay, so this hidden blade is going to be shorter than it was originally going to be because I accidentally cut one of the pieces too short. Oh well. But hey, it's going to fit on my wrist better because the last one that I built did have some trouble getting on my wrist, which is good. I will put up a video with the final product, which I'm sure you people will be a lot more interested in than this. Talking to myself again. Talking to myself, making dry jokes. The cornerstone of any amateur live stream. Anyway, here it is. It's all back in now. And of course, hey, it sort of works right now. That should actually be quite good once I've got everything on. Now, this is deviating from the original design, but I'm just going to try something. I'm going to see if I can make the blade a lot longer than I originally. than I was originally going to have it. So the idea to make this longer than it would be is that I actually put the third piece of the drawer slide on this. Just lost another 2 ball bearings. Hello, viewer again. Yep. It's working. Sort of working right now. I'm going to need to cut another inch off this because I did it wrong again. Hey, this is going to fit on my wrist though. How cool is that? Back down to now. Alright, so I'm going to have a little bit of fun with the design here and go off course by making this shorter and making the blade longer by adding the third piece of the assembly right here. Clamp. There. Effectively, I'm making a nice compact hidden blade that is quite long as well. So it's long and compact at the same time, which is a very, very good thing. So it's compensation, basically. The smaller it is, the bigger you want it. Except that didn't make any sense, but still, it's a good dirty joke in the making. It needs refinement. Nope. By the way, this next phase of the design is improvised, so it's probably going to go horribly wrong and you've wasted a good portion of your time watching me fail, which actually you're already doing. Come on, seriously, you have better things to do with your life than watch me dick around. Sure that you do. So now it's a lot shorter than it would normally be, than the original design said. Like I said, I'm heavily modifying the design that is in the chat right now. As you can also see, I'm probably modifying it on the fly. I mean, come on, look at how compact that is. Isn't that cool? Assuming it works. So this is just the right length to be stable right now. And it works too, so all is well. So I'm gonna hold off on actually adding the barriers for this until I'm done, until I know everything can work, so I can take everything off and reassemble it. Right, time for the little improv here. Oh, fuck. There goes another one. Even low-life gamers who want to watch someone build something have better things to do than watch my video. I mean, you can watch my videos, but this live stream, I swear, that's a bit of a screw. Because I'm wearing gloves, I'm not actually sure what I'm holding right now. Okay, cool. Everything back on track. So as you can see right now, everything seems to be working nicely. Let's cut this down. Sorry for the noise. It's always loud. Oops. Well, shit. So I gotta put another one of these in. How do I do that? There. Put another blade in. Bought some more blades, so yeah, that's like not very familiar with these, so it's one of my first times using a hacksaw too, by the way. Yep. Blade. What did I do with the blades? There. You know, whoever's watching this, I gotta say thanks for sticking with me for a few minutes. For the few minutes. There we go. And back down to 0. Tremendous. Oh shit, did I buy the wrong length? No, I did not. Thank God. Look. This thing extends. Has elastic properties and can extend to any length. To quote John Watson. Oh fuck, don't you say. Swear to Christ, if this is broken, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. Well, it's either possible that I've actually broken my hacksaw. Oh, no. Broken my hacksaw on its first project, or I'm just missing something. Turns out I'm just missing something. I did not break my hacksaw on the first try. My first project. Seriously, who the hell designs these things? They're really, really great, but they're absolutely awful at the same time. Behold, 15 minutes of me putting a fucking blade on a hacksaw. I'm sorry, I'm a noob. I don't know what I'm doing. Nope. Okay, so we still got that one viewer. Cool. Just bear with me for a second here. I'm still putting this blade on. Where did it go? There. And back down to 0 because I was putting that hacksaw blade on for way too long. There we go. It's back on now. You can. Cool. Here we go. That's a new blade on. This will help. Wait, the blade didn't break. It just fell off somehow. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh well, I do need a spare one of these to use as a little improvised flat spring, so I'll just use that later. Anyway, I'm cutting this at an angle by accident. So I did accidentally cut this at an angle. There we go. Back down to 0. What do I do that? Ah, here it is. All right, so this is really going to extend now with my new improvised design. It's quite small, quite compact, fits on your wrist, certainly, and it expands. It extends just like a wooden blade should. Now, I've been saving these for a while now. The last bits here. These I cannot replace, by the way, because they don't make these little bits for drawer slides anymore. Because the ones that they have these days are completely useless. So these can't be replaced. When I say worthless, what I mean by worthless is that it's really hard to get more ball bearings in, whereas these just stick in, which is convenient for me, because that's exactly what I need. But really, yeah, I think Five Nights at Freddy's live stream should be my next. Time to put the other one in. Seeing as I've got no viewers anyway, I'm going to check that. Okay. All right. So now that I've got, these aren't quite in place yet, so I'm going to put them in place, and then I'll show you. Because it's stuck right now. I need dexterity, so I'm going to take the gloves off. All right, so just for people watching afterwards, I'm going to put an annotation on right now for when point where this actually gets good. Okay. There we go. This piece of the design is probably not going to work now that I look at it. Okay, but still, it does work for now. Sort of. Oh, fuck. Seriously, I'm going to look at the analytics for this later, and there's going to be like nobody finishing this. It's going to say average time viewed 3 minutes less. Ching chang chang. The annoying thing about these blades from my design is that they can get misaligned at times. So you have to go into them and fix it. So by the way, I am going to make a case for this, but that's for another day. So this is how big this is roughly how big it's going to be without the assembly, without the blade on it. So the blade's going to be a good 8 inches, roughly. Here we go. Now back in it goes. Clever design, isn't it? That. Still. All right. But yeah, the bad thing about this blade design, from what I've found, is that the little bits of ball bearings tend to get misaligned, the tracks. But then again, that could just be me being incompetent when I'm building stuff. Could just be me. Could be me and my general incompetence. So this is pretty stable, and it's pretty large too. And all folds up into this nice little package. So, now that's all in place. That is the main assembly, by the way. I'm going to call it that from now on. Now that the main assembly is complete, all I need to do now is start riveting. I'm probably going to need to move my laptop so it's closer to show my workbench, putting it on top of the washing machine. Yeah, that's my workbench there. Mind all the stuff on the floors, by the way. Right. Got my trusty rivet tool right around here. One sec. That's nothing important. Yep. I almost fell over my chisel then, which somehow made it to the floor. I'm probably going to have to cut little bits of this down because I accidentally failed to think of... I failed to think about all the little rivets that I need to put in and the expansions thereof. Little points that I need to put the rivets in. All right, time to get the drill out. Now this is an ancient drill, by the way. I got my dad got it in England before we moved, so it is very, very old, and as you can probably see, it is very old. Right. So I'm going to be using your average steel rivets, which are they say steel rivets, but it's actually copper for some reason. I don't know what they mean by steel, what part of it's steel, but that certainly looks like copper to me. Forgive my ignorance if I'm wrong. So I lied. I'm not going to put rivets onto this. I'm actually going to put screws. Actually, I don't even need to drill a hole there. What was I thinking? Well, it's just there's already a hole in it, right there, which conveniently happens to be just the right size. Huh, that's clever. I'm sure they had hidden blades in mind when they were designing the drawer slide. I'm sure of it. And the great thing is, this is actually very convenient for the design. Because it just goes right back in like that. Holy crap, this is small. This is better than I thought it would be. So ideally, oops, that's a little ball bearing missing. I need to fix that. I apologize for my incompetence in this, by the way. I am not used to doing things quickly, as I should do on a live stream. Gotta move this. And yes, that is a green screen in the background, by the way. I have been doing some green screen work for my videos lately. If you watch my channel regularly, if you watch my regular stuff, you can feel free to if you watch my channel regularly, all that green screening stuff is tests for a future project, which may or may not involve Five Nights at Freddy's. That franchise is sort of dying. That really did cut in an angle. I did not mean to do that. All right. So my idea for this is to take the little end piece here, little ends, and then cut them so there's a little notch, and then fold them over. That should be a good idea. It's going to save me a lot of work because all my other designs were a lot more complex than that. Until it occurred to me, I'm not going to put gloves on this. For this one, it's too quick of a cut, and I can't be bothered. That's another notification, which probably won't do anything. Televiewer. You're the only one. You're the only one here. So thank you for watching. By the way, I'm Kian Gibson. I'm very, very sorry. I'm sorry for not using gloves right now. Fuck you, by the way. Yeah, notifications on Facebook. I'm mostly keeping my Facebook open because I've posted this in a few groups and I'm waiting for comments on it. Posted links to the live stream. Just by the way, this is probably going to end up being a few hours long, so why don't you just go watch a movie, because it's more important than this. You have better things to do with your life than watch this. Go out there and get a girlfriend or something, or a boyfriend if you're a girl and watching this. Right, there we go. Oh shit, I just realized something. That completely wrecked the whole design. Oh. I'm sorry guys, I just fucked up the design. Wait, that can be fixed just by putting this back up. There, fixed. So that's sort of fixed now. Gotta put this back in place. This is actually going to be decently sized when it's done. I mean, look at this. That's actually, considering a blade like that big, that's actually not that bad. It's a lot longer than I thought it would be. Still, this little change in design is proving to be a pretty damn good idea. Oh, that's another comment on my post. That might be important. All right, cool. That was not important. All right, so now that's all put together, it's time to start on a different bit, which would be the catch. Oh, the catch mechanism on it. Actually, that's not true. What I really need to do, wait. I'm actually just mostly making this up as I'm going along now because I messed up on the design early on. Okay, I'm probably going to need to take a few minutes and think about how I do this. So until then, I'm going to get to work on the locking mechanism. Come on, look at that. Isn't that cool? I'm legitimately going to need a few minutes to think about this. Okay. Ah, there we go. I think I figured it out now. No, that's going to turn out to be too long anyway. How do I do this? See, because I messed up in the design earlier along, I've had to actually adjust quite a few things with this. Well, I messed up on the design, then altered it. Yeah, not a very wise choice on my part. Okay, so we can go about an inch out without it starting to become unstable. So I'm going to need to figure out how to get it there without messing anything up. Now my idea is to create a little notch right there, which that is to create is to drill through here, even though it already has a hole, so I don't really need to drill through there. Put my lovely little spring, flat spring that I made from a hacksaw blade, in here, which goes into a little notch right there. Theoretically, all the times I've tried this, some of the times I've tried this, it didn't work too well. So the blade that broke, or what I thought the blade broke, that I used last, where's it gone now? Fuck, what I do with that? In this pile somewhere. You know what, fuck, I'm going to use one of the new blades. I can just recycle that old one and use it again. Let's face it, this nice one here looks a lot better than the other one, than the black one, which kind of failed. Okay. Yep. Okay, I'm going to measure this by eye because I cannot be bothered to do anything else. Okay, there we go. Just about there. Now I believe I can use a pair of scissors. If not, I can just snap it with my damn bare hands. Shitty impression of Saxton Howe. Seriously, that didn't even sound like Saxton Howe, or at least the VSH voice they've got for him. Ah, crap. I'm just going to go and snap it because I cannot be bothered to cut through it. Snapped. Now I need to create sort of a hole, and I need to round it off at the end. I'm going to use my saw to do that. So once again, I'm sorry Kian. I'm sorry Gibson for not putting on hand protection. Sorry. Still, I've been mostly snapping them, which is one of the reasons why it hasn't been very effective in the past. But I'm gonna go and cut this time. See if that works. See if that works better, which probably will. Now that I've got a hacksaw and not a coping saw. The proper tool for the job. It's another notification. Damn it. Nice little starter hole right there, which didn't work. That's the bad thing about saw blades is that they're made to sort of jiggle around when they're not fastened. So cutting this is not really possible. I'm gonna have to snap it with these pliers. It's actually surprisingly effective. Now, please keep in mind that what I'm doing here is thoroughly stupid. So okay, there we go. There we go, that's one bit cut off, or snapped off, that is. And that's the next bit. Come on. Well, the other one went out very quickly. Why aren't you? Why can't you just do the same? like the other side did. Jesus H. Christ. There. That's a bit crude. I mean, I can file that down later, but I probably won't file it down later, actually. But still. Oh, shit. Something else just occurred to me. Oh, this is not good. It looks like I'm going to have to completely scrap the other design. Because it's going to get caught in here. And I failed to account for that. Damn it. Actually, that might not be too bad because it's at about the right distance. Huh. This is actually quite convenient for me. Huh. But then again, I'm gonna have to figure out how to stop it from sliding forward, which might be a problem because the notch is pretty big. The gap is quite big. Oops. Fuck, I just broke a little bit of it off. You have to do that again. So by the way, I'm probably going to go over and recap this with a short video. Probably. It's a little bit too long. Oh. I just followed that back. I hope it didn't damage it at all. And that actually worked. That worked quite nicely. I'm pleased with myself for my brilliant little accident there. Now, it's time to rivet it all in, which involves disassembling this bit here. So all I need to do is pull that out. So now here comes the tricky bit. What I need to do is I need to make a pretty big countersink hole right there, which is going to involve getting a bigger drill bit. 1 second. Now keep in mind that I am doing this using the wrong tool, I think, but I am quite limited in terms of resources here, so yeah, I'm going to take this whole live stream and edit it down to the important bits when I'm done. Here we go. There we go. All right, now I'm back. That's the wrong side. I do not want to do it there. It's the wrong slide, not wrong side. I think this might actually be too thin for me to do this properly. But we shall find out. Yeah, it's way too big. So we'll just have to see if it works on it anyway. Fingers crossed that this will work. Might not though. What do I do with the new screws? There they are. Okay. Oops, I just spilled some. Oh well. Okay. That's certainly going to be a slight bulge. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. Hey, I've got a viewer again. You're probably going to leave. I'm not encouraging you to leave, by the way. I'm just saying, yep, you've already left. Okay, let's hope that worked. I honestly hope that worked. Yeah, I can already see a problem in that. I'm gonna try and smooth it out a little more. I found the saw blade that broke. About fucking time, man. Okay. I'm gonna cut, so drill this at an angle. Fuck, that must have broken something. Alright, that might have worked. Probably not, though. Hello, viewer. Got another one now. How do I do this? Oh, yes. I screwed in using a chisel. Like I said, I'm quite short on resources here. Because I lack the funds to buy more tools, which I need. Okay, I think that should work for now. Actually, that shouldn't work now because it's not screwed in tight enough. I remember making my first hidden blade. Oh, God, it was really crude. Still, I've probably spent like $100, maybe a bit more, refining the design. $100 in drawer slides, that is, because these things aren't really cheap. They cost around $6 and a bit each, and they all come in 2 packs. You know, it's more like 50. 100 is an exaggeration. Pretty big ass exaggeration, actually. I'm gonna need to unscrew this for a second. You know, I might not need to. That is still a problem. So I'm gonna need to unscrew this. You need to unscrew it. And then screw it back in again. You know, if I can complete this with just one, then it's completely possible that I might be able to make 2 of these and go all Ezio on everyone. Easier? I'm actually not sure how to pronounce his name. I really should know, considering the fact that I'm actually building a hidden blade. That works. Okay, there we go. Go. Now I'm gonna just be a complete dick here and use a hat. No, actually, I'm gonna drill from the other side. That's a better idea. Oh shit! That probably broke something. I hope that didn't ruin the whole thing. Oh no! That actually probably helped it a bit. Probably. There's probably still something going wrong. Mm-hmm. God damn it. I'm gonna get some metal putty and put that in place. Unfortunately, I don't have any with me right now, so I'll go ahead and buy some at some point. Or I could just use a bigger screw. Yeah, I could just use a bigger screw. I'll do that. Ah, crap. I don't have any bigger screws. This will have to do for now. That screw, I can already see it being a problem. That's the bad thing about building. That's the bad thing about building with drawer slides. They're pretty thin. Now it's both a blessing and a curse, in that it's easy to go through, but that's also a curse because it's easy to go through, and therefore it's easy to break something. Also, the precision involved in drawer slides is if you mess up even slightly, then the drawer slide's broken and you have to start over, which is shit. Which means tough shit for you. Yep. There we go, it's in. Tremendous. Ah, fuck. That didn't work. And because I never put the mechanism in, you idiot. Sorry about that. By the way, depending on which way you look at it, this is either the Mark IV or the Mark V I've got here. There's one major thing that needs solving in this, and that's the second assembly piece, which is the bit at the closer to the end. I actually have genuinely not figured out what to do with that yet. Jeez, I thought I had this all planned out, but I don't. There's always something that goes slightly wrong with these. Give me a second here. How come this does not work? Come on, you went in easily last time. Why not this time? Oh, that'll be why. Because the little bit slipped out. This is not easy. There we go. Now it's slipping quite easily. That works. Haha, it works. Okay. Now. Shit. I was gonna put the my little patch on there, but I didn't. I forgot. So tough shit for me. So I have to now undo all of this. Well, that's lucky. Actually access the inside for me. Pretty lucky right there. By the way, feel free to leave any tips for what I'm doing wrong here. I mean, in terms of live streaming in the comments section. Tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I'm probably doing something wrong in this live stream, which is why everyone keeps leaving. Like, this one viewer here appears to have stayed for a few minutes now, which is probably a record or something. Ding, 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 ding. Come on, I need to drill that a little bigger. Alright. Now precision is important with this piece because if you don't, it'll end up screwing up and going all over in every which way and not being precise enough for it to work. This is with the flat spring. Okay. Now, please keep in mind that what I'm doing here is, as usual, completely idiotic in the fact that I've not clamped this down. Ow! That's what I said. This is a completely stupid idea to not clamp things down before you drill. Now, I think I just grazed myself a little bit there. Oh well. Ah, crap, I lost mine. There's always more. There's always more of these nuts here. You never run out. Oh, there it is. I found the nut thingy. Put this on first, you idiot. I'm gonna need to cut this little shoulder. Shit. But I can do that later. I'm gonna keep it this length, just in case. Just in case it needs to be longer. That's another notification that's from a group that's not really important. So there's, I just heard the phone go off upstairs, but I'm live streaming right now, so it's a little bit more important. Even though no one is watching. Actually, sorry, one person's watching, so you're here, that's good. Not important. I need to put this between my legs. There we go. I just screwed it the wrong way. Shit. For some reason, that reminded me of that North Korean cartoon. What's it called again? I've forgotten what it's called. The one that's like the furries, and they are all representative of some nationality, and of course the North Koreans are the best. Weasel and Hedgehog, I think, something like that. I don't know. I need to look it up. That just reminded me. I have not thought of that for years now. There we go. So this is proving to be a little bit difficult to put on. That would probably be because I completely fucked it up. Okay, I'm gonna have to take this out. I'm gonna rivet it in using a rivet. Aren't rivets just the bee's knees? I mean, there is nothing you can do with a rivet. Rivets are my favorite. They're the best. Except you have to use these 8-inch drill bits which snap practically instantly. Ding, 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 ding. Once again, always be sure to clamp things down and don't be an idiot like me. Seriously, one of these days I'm going to hurt myself. That North Korean cartoon though, Squirrel and Hedgehog, I think? I'm not sure. I need to look it up again. It's apparently, I haven't watched much of it, but apparently it is actually not too badly made. All right, riveting. I believe I've got a rivet or two lying around here. Let me just search through the pile of ramble that is my workshop/garage. I'll just need to countersink that. I'll countersink it while I'm looking. Hey, with this one viewer, you stayed with me for a while now, so I'm gonna give you a virtual cookie for that. Now the thing is that since rivets cannot be removed, or at least they're very difficult to remove, I'm going to need to make this countersink a little bit bigger than it needs to be, just in case. And I think I've got it the right size. Where have my rivets gone? I swear to Christ, I had these here somewhere. which is also another thing that I should move on to in terms of safety. Don't let your workshop get very dirty like I have. Don't let sharp things lie around. Just basically don't be like me here. Just wait, I'll be a second. Need to find my rivets. Where the fuck have my rivets gone? They below these planks? No, they're not. They're not there. Okay, that's nothing. Come on, you can't use a riveting tool without rivets, can you? This is annoying. I can't find my rivets. See, this is just how rubbish I am at keeping track of things, especially in a place. Oh, there they are. They're right in front of me the whole time. God damn it. That'll work. I hope. Move chisel, move hammer. Do this. Ow! Come on. This is taking a while for some reason. Am I doing it wrong? Nope, it seems to be working just quite slowly. Hello? What is there something going wrong here? Am I high? Nope, oh crap, I put this in the wrong way. Oh, no, that's not why, but just a good thing I remembered before I seriously fucked something up. No. I need to draw through that again. Possibly. I'm making a bit of a palaver out of this. So I'm going to need to drill that again, which will involve changing drill bits again, which I hate doing. No, really, changing drill bits is just tedious. Why can't they have, like, drill bits that change on voice command? Why? They should just hurry up and invent those already. And what's the point? What did I do with the drill? There it is. There we go. I accidentally pressed the button that makes it keep going, whatever it's called. Thank you. You know, I'm really known for my various antics at school, so I was thinking of replacing the blade on this with like a phone holder, and then go into class, and when I'm told to put the phone away, I just slide it back into my sleeve. That'll be pretty funny, wouldn't it? There. That should fix it. Oh, for fuck's... There. Hey, it worked. It's in. That is lovely. By the way, Alex, if it's you who's watching this, could you tell me over Facebook chat right now? You'll probably get this in a few seconds after I've said it. For some reason, this is being really slow. I've broken something. Have I broken my rivet gun? Rivet tool, it's not a gun, it's a tool. There's a difference apparently. Come on. It is actually riveted in place, it would seem. Just not very well. Tell you what, I'm gonna go and hammer this in place. If that'll work, which I'm not sure it will. Oh shit, that's not good. That is not good. I just accidentally changed the shape of this. You don't want to do that. As quickly as I can. So I think I might have just broken this piece of the slide. Hopefully not. I'm gonna have to pull this ribbon out. Fucked up once more. By the way, rivets are notoriously difficult to remove. And I can't really get it down to an art of how to do it. So normally I just drill through it like that, and that seems to do it. Now I'm going to see if I've actually broken my rivet tool somehow by doing this. Nope, it's still working. Don't know what should cause that. Right. There we go. Yep. Oh, it's working now. That was strange. Okay, it's in place now. That's not moving anytime soon. And let's put it back in place and see if that worked. What did I do with the rest of it? What's the point? What reminded me of Squirrel and Hedgehog? I don't know. Anyway, it just came into my head for some reason. Should become a recurring joke in my series. You always have to lose the important bits, don't you, Sammy? Always. Especially in this tip that I call my workshop, which is actually just a basement with a few tools in it. Ah, there it is. An inadequate number of tools, might I add. Okay, this is actually a bit of a problem in the design. Which may actually affect the outcome of this whole thing, which may mean that this will not be as badass as it could be. Okay. So this is current, it's not working. That is very, very annoying. Let me just adjust that and hope I don't break the damn thing, because I've already riveted everything in place. Okay, now everything's in place. So what happens now is I pull this back, and it all should, in the final thing, slide right out. And then it will catch, it'll hopefully, oh shit, I just broke it again. It's on the some of the pieces, just some of the ball bearings dropped out. Oh, well, I hope it can do without them. So this actually does end up coming out quite a little too fast, actually. You know, actually, no, that wouldn't work. Like, who am I? What am I thinking? This is going to have a little blade at the end of it, so it's not going to shift around in the final thing. Huh, that's actually quite convenient. All right, now it's time to make the blade. Now, for the last one, I just flattened out a piece of pipe. I will now recycle that little piece of pipe by ripping it out. This is just a little piece of pipe. Yep. I'm going to get something that's a little heavier for this. Then that would be this dull blade that I actually that I bought off of eBay, off of Amazon. This is dull, by the way, so it's not an actual blade. I'm going to order another one at some point to complete the design because this one's all horrible and rusty and shit. Not rusty, just covered in glue. It's generally undesirable. Covered in glue and dust and shit. And holes, by the way. Ow! I just pinched myself. Okay, now I believe the best way to get this through. And just by the way, I've got to congratulate you, viewer, for staying with me for this long. I actually thought that no one would do that. Right, now it is riveted in at the end, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out right now. Which I will now. 1 second. Just by the way, my friend looked at California knife laws, and assuming the blade isn't real, this should be just about legal. It's drilling out. Let me just move the webcam. I'm just gonna go and drill out the rivets right now. This is getting in the way, so I'm gonna move it. Right, this is getting a little hard to remove. Something actually just occurred to me, and is that this blade is too long for me to actually put in or anything. So I'm actually gonna go and cut it down right now. To this length. I'm not sure how long that is actually. But seeing as I am going to be ordering a new one anyway, I may as well just cut this one up because it is broken and old and stuff anyway. And where's my Sharpie going? Huh. Ah, there it is. All right. Start the cutting. Do I ever, just by the way, for any people who support GG watching this, I had the oddest dream last night. Let me tell you about it. So first of all, it was winter, and I was in my elementary school, you know, the old elementary school that I used to go to. And there was a woman who I was talking to about Lizzie the Leslie, you know, the Facebook page about specializes in gay and lesbian humor. And I noticed that, you know, she was wearing a big winter coat that was covering most of her face with a hood and everything. So I noticed that a strange red streak in her hair that was showing. I told her to move her hood down, and it was Anisha Sarkeesian. That's right. I had a dream about talking to Anisha Sarkeesian about Lizzie the Leslie. Jeez, what was I smoking? So this is hardened steel that I'm cutting through, so it's going to be a little hard. I wonder if this thing can even cut through it. Because steel is known for being pretty damn hard. So yeah, it's a dull blade, so this you'd have to be really trying to hurt someone with this. And even if you did, it would probably break right afterwards. There. No, it would break if you tried to stab someone with this, by the way. So just to make it clear, this is not a real blade. It is a prop, and it would break if you tried to hurt someone with it. Just making that clear, so the police don't come after me. Okay, yeah, this is pretty hard steel. I'm going to cut it in a bit of an unconventional way here, which I'm not sure is very efficient by just doing this. This may take a while to do, by the way. No, I should have saved my story about Anisha Sarkeesian and Lizzie the Leslie until while I was cutting this, because that would keep whoever's watching this at least a little bit entertained while I'm cutting my way through this, which will take quite a while at this rate. I actually don't have my my saw. I don't have my power saw with me anymore. Or at least I don't have the blades that are made for cutting through metal. You know, actually, I'm going to give it a try with the wood blades and just see what happens. See how badly it fails. And second Facebook notification, I will tend to you in a second. Now, this is why eye protection is particularly important, which is actually one of the few safety precautions I've taken consistently here, is wearing the goggles, which is always something you should do, apparently. So I don't know what this blade is made for cutting, because I've actually forgotten. So I think it's made for wood, because that was the last thing I was working with. But still, it'll be worth looking. No, actually, it'll be worth a try, not worth looking. Alright, let's hope the blade doesn't explode like my friends say it will. Gotta turn it on first. Gotta turn it down so I can make the starting cut. As you can see, that's not working. And it's stuck. I'm going to start off at full speed. By the way, this hand protection will not protect, well, it will protect me, but it won't stop the blade itself. So since the blade is moving at this speed, I think it's probably going to actually explode if it breaks. So I'm taking a bit of a gamble here. Yep, that's not going through. Looks like I'm just going to have to do this the hard way then. By cutting it with my saw, which will take a while. So, what other entertaining stories do I have to tell? Basically none. So that dream was very strange. Because I don't really care for Lizzie the Leslie, and I don't really care for Anisha Sarkeesian. So a dream involving both of them, and actually being quite friendly about both of them, is strange to me. Oh well, weird things happen in dreams anyway. That's about 1 millimeter's worth of progress in 5-10 seconds. Not bad. long have I been going on for now? A few hours, maybe. Is the blade getting dull? Is the blade getting dull, or am I just being weak? What do I do with the rest of the blades? I think they're over there. Nope, they're not there. There they are. Yeah, the blade's getting a little bit dull. I'm gonna reuse that later when I'm... Gonna reuse that blade later when I'm cutting something a little less intensive. Shit, there it is. But I do not have the art of replacing hacksaw blades down to an art yet, so in essence, I'm not all that good at replacing hacksaw blades right now. So yeah, I dream about being quite friendly with two things I don't really care for. Very strange for me. I tend to dream about things I like. You know, for a while I tried to control my dreams using a technique called lucid dreaming. Basically, yeah, I tried to control my dreams. I did it once or twice, but it just proved to be too hard for me, so I kind of gave up. Come on, get in. So by the way, whoever's viewing this, I completely respect your tenacity here. For continuing to watch me ramble and get very little done. Yeah, crap. I'm on the. And since I'm wearing gloves, I can actually grab the blade itself, which is good. Damn it. There we go. Finally. Secure this in place. Here we go again. That's a little bit better. Not much, but still a little bit. The glue that I put on this is heating up and it's making my throat all dry and horrid. So by the way, this is a very improper technique for sewing, but it does work. Come to think about it, I really should have left these two attached. You know, actually, this might just help. They seem to be vibrating a little bit, these two bits here. So I'm gonna put this clamp here, vibrating against each other, which makes it harder. So I'm gonna get this little miniature clamp of mine and attach them together. All right, there we go. That's attached, obviously. Again, that is of no importance. Still not actually sure if you're gonna hear those notifications popping up. Oh yes, this is much better for cutting with. When you attach the two pieces together a lot better than they are, then that stops them from vibrating and wasting energy. Luckily, there's already a big gap in the middle that I drilled as an experiment. So that's actually quite convenient for me because it saves me from cutting about 1/4 of an inch, which is a lot in this, by the way. Choose my knuckles. There, I just noticed it get a lot easier. And no one's... Oh, yep, you're watching it again. Hello. And there we go. That's off. I'm gonna go and dunk this in hot water and cold water so it doesn't burn me if I touch it with my bare hands. There we go. There we go. All right, now for another hard bit, which involves riveting through this. In order to get it in place. Now, as you can see here, it is just about the right length. So I need to go and rivet it in. I'm not going to go in a pot. I'm not going to bother using a pot because that's going to take a while. And to be honest, I don't want to sit around doing nothing for 10 minutes. So I'm going to make this look more exciting and faster and use rivets. Okay, like that. Right around there. By the way, to that one viewer who's viewing this, you have a lot of tenacity, and I thank you, my brother or sister. You know, they say that nothing is more powerful than love. I personally beg to differ. There is one thing more powerful than love. An Apache helicopter. They have missiles and Gatling guns. Beat that. Beat that, love. Splinter or something in my pants. Okay, this is going to get loud. And I'm probably going to wear this drill bit out completely here. Just drilling through this bit here. Drilling through the hardened steel might wear out this whole bit, so yeah. Which is why I'm wearing hand protection. Not only because my friends insisted, but because it's a genuine concern of mine that something might explode. No, nothing's going to explode, but it's not worth the risk, is it? You may notice that I'm using this left-handed. That is because the cable's not long enough for me to use it right-handed. Actually, let me try that out. Maybe it is. So I'm going to do the... Starting is always the hardest bit, so I just did that right-handed, which is actually quite uncomfortable to do. So I'm going to drill through it now. Okay, it's drilling through quite nicely. This is actually working pretty well. Don't need money. Moving this closer so I can do this right-handed because I can. I'm gonna drill these separately. It's really bouncing off each other. Don't need money, don't take fame. I don't know. I've got that song stuck in my head again, which is annoying. I mean, it's a good song, but still, I've got that one line stuck in my head. I'm not sure if this one viewer just has me playing in the background or you're actively watching me, but still, I appreciate it. Ah, shit. Ugh, the drill bit broke. I honestly hope that wasn't my last one. I have another one, but I'm not sure where it is. So give me a moment here. I think I have another one. If not, then I'm not going to be putting any more rivets in, which is going to be really annoying for me because rivets are the best. Sure, I've got it around here somewhere. Shit. This is not looking good for me right now. Okay, you know what? I'm going to have to use epoxy just for the moment. I'm going to use epoxy for the moment. So while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'm going to do any fine tuning that needs, and also figure out a mechanism for the second release. Got to take a plank, such as this, pour my epoxy on it, and then start spreading it. I'm just take my gloves off so they don't get glued to my hands. The gloves, they smell weird. Don't need money, don't take money. Okay, that's the epoxy down there. I'm just going to use this end of a rivet to do that. Now, the bad thing about epoxy is that when you remove it, it leaves a residue that's hard to remove. So I'm probably going to really regret doing this later. But for now, it's basically the only option I have. Seeing as my goddamn drill bit broke, and it's the only 8-inch drill bit that I have. Thought I had another one, but I don't think I do. If I do, I just can't find it. this in. Right, there we go, it's in now. Just wipe off the last bit, and what did I do? Oh yes, there's a napkin down there that I can use. Just wipe off the excess. Just adjusting it, by the way. Come on, does that not look like it's something from Assassin's Creed to you? No? Okay, cool. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna try to figure out a mechanism for the other one, for this whole thing, for the second part of it to not fail on me. So I've already got this bit in place. This bit is fairly secure. This little piece here. Now that already extends about 2 inches, but this will just keep going out. This little piece at the end. This piece will just keep going out. So what I need to do is figure out how I can stop the other one, which is going to be a bit of a challenge. This is proving to be a little bit complex. So we've got to wait for the epoxy to dry, and we've got to wait for me to come up with an idea. Until then, we have nothing to do. So how long is this going to be? Oh, that's pretty long right there, which is good. No, actually, this is in place now. I just realized. However, this bit here will just stay back. Again, at the end of the day, that won't really matter because it's pretty convenient. But this will keep sliding. That's the problem. So I'll figure that one out when I come to it. So all we need to do now is fine tune it. Wait for everything to dry. Fuck. Oh well, I don't think I needed those last bits of ball bearings anyway. And then there's this problem here, this coming out. So this locks in place. It all locks in place now. But there are 1 or 2 problems. See, there's that happening, and there's me losing half of my ball bearings, which is actually a pretty bad thing because now I need to go and replace all of them. All right, just give me a moment to fix all of these. Turn it down. Okay, so now with that painful lesson learned, I'm gonna like put a stop mechanism at the end to stop it from slipping back. To stop the stop from slipping back, and then to stop me from losing all of my ball bearings, losing my marbles, sort of. Ball bearings, not marbles. Still. Right, I think I'm gonna do that. Do the little notch at both ends. Okay, cool. I'm not even gonna bother with hand protection right now because I cannot be bothered to put it on. Clamp it down, which is something I should do. Although clamping it sometimes is a bit risky because it might change the shape of it if you clamp it too tightly, and you do not want that. Because that'll end up fucking up the whole thing, possibly. Yeah. It's nice and secure in place now. Now I'm going to take a moment to, since the epoxy is drying and we have nothing to do, I'm going to go and check my Facebook. Of which there is basically nothing, so... Actually, the epoxy might just be dry by now. Nope, still drying. So, what to do? Okay, putting this on now. The glue should be dry in just a few minutes now. Ow! I just lost a few ball bearings there. Right, so once I've gotten it on, it's time to move on to the spring. Now the spring is an important bit. Now I may need to recycle the spring from the old one because I might need 2 springs, maybe, possibly. Not sure about that one. What do I do with my hoodie? I leave my hoodie upstairs. Shit if I have. I left it in my hoodie pocket. Oh well, still got the one from my old one. I'm not really willing to go upstairs right now. Because I'm live streaming. Pliers. Something just occurred to me. Oh wait, never mind. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so I was just thinking is that there might be a potential problem of the spring not being properly in place. Now, this is the first time I'm putting the whole assembly together, not including the, and no viewers. This is the first time I'm putting the actual assembly together, not including the, oh shit, just dropped the spring. Not including the spring, which I'm going to put on later. So there's a little problem arising here in that this is coming out a little bit. Which is because it's moving slightly. So I need to compensate for this a little bit by moving the whole thing upwards. Yay. Right, here we go. It's not coming out now, that's good. That's proving to be a little bit of a problem here. As you can see, it does sort of come out at this point. Except this bit stays in place and actually keeps moving. Something I failed to consider. So this is a pretty crude design right now. So this is just about how long it should be when it's done, which is actually a decent length. Maybe right here though. And it folds in like that, sort of. Except the blade doesn't fall out. Yeah. Shit, I'm running low on battery. Luckily, I have my power cable down here. I thought of that. So it should come out about this far, which is a very good length. Certainly better than my last invention. Yeah, here's an idea. I shall take this. How long is it again? Take this. And I'll put two little notches right there, two notches made of something. And I'll put them between there, so when it opens it has absolutely no choice but to go between them. Genius, isn't it? But that will involve sharpening the thingy a little bit. So, in order to do that, I'm going to need some more epoxy, which unfortunately has already dried. Yeah. So, what the plan is now is to take this sheet metal, cut it up a little bit, and then glue it in place. Cutting it with a pair of scissors. Yes, you can cut sheet metal with scissors in case you didn't already know that. Okay. All right. Let's move this over. Sorry for the lighting. The lighting here is shit. I'm gonna hammer this down so it's all more flat. And I missed with the hammer. there we go. That's nice and flat. Now I need to make another one of those. Shit, what do I do with the sheet metal? There's some right down there on the floor. A very sharp metal shard on the floor. Lovely. All right. Okay, that's the two of them there. Now I must carefully position them and glue them in place. Time to get gluing. Alright, so I'm really running out of epoxy at this point, as I'm always running out of something. Always. Shit, what? There they are. Okay. All right, so now those are in place. I actually think that's all we can do for today. Aside from one last thing, what I've got to do is I've got to cut off these little end pieces here because they're sticking out. And I think that's the last thing I can really do today before I wrap up this live stream. I'll try to put up a video of the final thing, if it works, assuming. Wait, shit, I just realized that's not a good idea. Ah, wait, yeah, that's a good idea. Bad thing about these blades is they go blunt quite quickly. One last thing. I don't think I really need to do that. Go. All right. This will work. All right, so this is going to wrap up my live stream for tonight, or today. It's not actually the afternoon. Hope you have a good one. Goodbye. See you next time.